Hey guys, Rupesh here and welcome back to another amazing video. So today we are going to review the book of Goosebumps again by R L Stine, and that book is this book. Oh my god, stay out of the basement! You should stay out of your basement in your house, okay? So in this book I hate this cover because I was scared before starting this and I didn't even notice these leaf like things over here, and these leaves belong in the story. So let's go into this book. So as every book, this book has five main characters. Okay, not main. There are only five characters in this whole book, and they are Casey, Margaret, Mom, Dad, and Dan. So I can't show you these pictures because there is no picture in Goosebumps. So Casey, Margaret, Mom, Dad, Dan. These are the five main characters, and Mom, Dad are normal. In in the place of Amanda and Josh, like in the previous book. In this book, in the place of Amanda and Josh, there are Margaret and Casey. So Casey is a boy, Margaret is a girl, and Diane is the friend, a girl. She is a friend of Margaret. So they are close friends from when they joined here, and this story is mainly about their father. Their father was spending a long time with them playing frisbee, playing any football, or playing Nintendo, anything like that. But now he doesn't even matter about playing. He was just in his basement, fully locked down, just as now. This period when COVID-19 is ruling our earth, this period was there in this book. Like, he was locked in his basement forever. He will not even come to eat food. He will just eat food about minimally. He will just eat less quantity of food, and just one time he eats food, and he doesn't even care about any people. He just does and focus in his work. They actually came to this place in the story so that his dad, her or his both, all the children's dad could work in the Polytech, which is like a botanical garden like thing, in which they could invent many plants, and they will invent many colors of plants, and they find some plants which are new to the earth. So this happens in that company, and dad was a part of them, and he was fired by father of Dian because actually Mr. Mattis, he is also a character in this book, so I forgot to tell it. He is the father of Dian, and he is the owner of Polytech, but he didn't want to remove dad. He's the best in that, and he was forced to remove dad from the government, but dad just ignored, and they continued, and they were locked in their room. And mom in this book, her scene is in the starting, not in the middle, and direct ending. So she just so they all start in the same way, and mom will go to Tuxo, so that she could go to the hospital in which her sister is admitted because she is not well, and they all went. Not all, only mom went from home to Tusco. Tusco is very far away, and they have to because there's no other people to take care of her sister. So she went, and that is the ending scene of her. And that she will come in the ending book. And this book is just like a normal book, as I think you saw this Hindi movie like Judwar, and where one character is same. This book is just like it. Judwa means twins who look same, and they all look same. And the main villain in this book is also in the six characters. The sixth one is Mr. Bactus. So, who is the villain? I think you'll guess. If you don't, just come back to the ending and I will tell you this, or you could read this book. So, let's continue. And after mom leaves, my dad should cook, my dad should do everything instead of mom. So, yeah. And Casey, it's not very difficult to hold Casey, make a control on Casey, because he just goes to his friend's home and he comes back and he eats and he goes and see any TVs. So it's not difficult. The problem is about the dad. He is not wishing to meet them, and he is continuously working for 4 to 5 days. We can't see any sight of him. And one day, my dad saw that. So that was a satisfying scene for her, because after seeing so many days, and in that time, he didn't have any hair. He had fully leaves growing on his head, branches. What? And one day he was eating plant food, as if he was starving with hunger. But every time he says, I'm full, I'm full. But he ate the plant full like any hungry man. So after eating it, another scene they saw was this continued, and I just get interest reading in this book. And this book is one of my favorite Goosebumps book. Till now I have read only 3. This is the second book. So yeah, and there are middle scenes which I will not tell you. And they could see that in the bed where dad was sleeping was fully with mud and with insects like earthworms, the ants, everything like that. And there, at one night, Margaret saw dad putting bandage. So she thought that, oh, dad got a hurt, and she just thought she would go and help him. But to her horror, she saw that her dad had green blood. Green blood? We all humans have red blood, but he has green blood. Oh, yeah, disgusting. And these all children love to explore in the basement. The first time when they thought to go to basement, dad shouted at them like a mad scientist. He said, get out! Come out of this basement. But the funny part in this book is that this book's name, na? The book's name is Stay Out of the Basement. But dad stays in the basement. Dad stays about 9 to 10 hours every day in the basement, but he wants the children not to stay in the basement. And this goes for a day, and one day when mom returns from Tusco, after the surgery of his sister, they started to explore basement again, and in basement they got a very big surprise. There was their dad, real dad. He also had leaf in it, but he was tied up, and they untied him. And when they untied, just Margaret took the axe in her hand, so that she wasn't believing anybody. So she took the axe in her hand, and that time the dad who gone to the airport to pick up mom also came, and mom too came. He Margaret was ready with axe, not hitting anybody, and she ordered Casey, go take the knife and come. And he took it and came, and she got an idea. Who is the real father? She don't know. So the father who was tied, she took the knife and just poked a little, and she saw her blood. His blood was red. So before this thing, when he was not strange, that time he fell and he got full red blood. So she got to know that her normal father has red blood. So she just took the knife and made a scratch, and she got to know that he had red blood. And yeah, this is the father. And she gave the axe to her. He just take this and hit him. Actually, he was a tree. The man who went to airport was a tree. He planned to kill everybody and make like him. And Mr. Mantis was also caught with him, and they freed him, and he was also free. And Dad was again in his job, and he killed all the trees which were animal-like thing. So how this tree became like Dad? The answer is, Dad was doing a job which is, he was fired from his job. So he did in his basement that he takes his animal's DNA and transport it from one booth and take it into the plant, and they become an animal. And by mistakenly he put his DNA into a plant, and it became just like him. And so he became like that. And after he killed all the animal plants, one plant was nice. It didn't do any harm. So my dad went out to enjoy after so many days with the father. But one time, she got a sound from a flower like this that said, I am your real father. Help me. He is not your real father. So this was the end of the story. And the main thing is that I just said you 1/4 of the story. Just 1/4 of the story. You had to complete till 3/4 of the story. So I hope you guys enjoyed this book and video. Make sure to like and subscribe this video and share it to your friends. And if you love this book, I suggest you now go to any library or any shop and take the book and enjoy yourself. So until then, I'll continue this Goosebumps series. And I forgot a main thing, So my mission for this YouTube channel is that I will complete these 62 books, and after every book I will review it. So stay tuned for my next Goosebumps series. And if you just want Goosebumps series, I'm not going to do just Goosebumps series. I'll be also bored of it. So I will do other books after 62 or something videos. So until then, goodbye.